Solve the equation sec x equals -5, giving all values of x in radians to two decimal places in the interval of x between 0 and 2 pi. Show that the equation cosec x over 1 plus cosec x minus cosec x over 1 minus cosec x equals 50 can be written in the form sec squared x equals 25. Hence, or otherwise solve this equation here, giving all values of x in radians to two decimal places in the interval of x between 0 and 2 pi. So there's the question, and I've summarized it here. So the first thing we need to do is solve this equation. Now here sec is 1 over cos, so we can write down cos x by inverting this and inverting this fraction. So cos x is -1/5. So let's draw a circle, right cast. Cos is positive here and here, so it's negative there and there. Draw two lines, mark off the alpha, the associated acute angle to the horizontal, and write cos alpha and drop the minus. Cos alpha is 1/5, so now we can work out alpha. We need to be in radians mode, which we are, so it's shift cos then. Cos of 1/5, so it's 0.2, equals 1.369 radians. 1.36, we're doing to 2dp, so that's radians. So, x is equal to then. So our first solution, alpha is 1.36, so it's round to here, which is round pi back 1.36. And the other solution is equal to round to here, isn't it? Which is pi plus 1.36 radians to 2dp. So let's add pi, so plus pi 4.51 to 2dp. That was here, 4.51, and then we've got pi minus 1.36, haven't we? So pi minus 1.36, 1.78. And that's to two decimal places. So there's our two solutions then in radians for this equation here, sec x equals -5. Okay, now the next part B then, is show that this equation equals 50 can be written as this. So the left-hand side we need to simplify, don't we? And we're going to hopefully get 2 sec squared, aren't we, for this. So let's have a look at it then. Cosec x, so part B. Cosec x, so let's look at the left-hand side, is 1 over sine. So I'm going to times by sine top and bottom. So I get 1 over, and this will be sine x plus 1 when I times everything, sine on the top, and sine on the bottom is sine plus, and then that will be 1, minus, and then times this by sine top and bottom, 1 again, and this will be sine, and this will be -1, won't it? Because the signs will cancel. That's why we're doing it. So we get a fraction here. Let's cross multiply. We get this. So 1 times this is sine x minus 1. And then -1 times this bracket. So I'm going to run the minus through both terms. Minus sine x minus 1 all over the product here. And when we times a product, it's the difference between two squares. So we'll get sine squared. And then plus and minus make a -1, doesn't it, with the difference between two squares. So that's equal to then, we've got the sine x cancels here, we've got -2, and I'm going to flip that to a 2, and this, I'm going to flip the sign, so it's 1 minus sine squared, which is cos squared. Move the cos up then to sec, it's 2 sec squared x, so that's what we wanted. So 2 sec squared x is equal to 50. Move the 2 from times to divide, and we get sec squared x equals 50 over 2 is 25. So that's what we wanted to show then. Hence solve equation 1 to 2dp. So this is part C now, isn't it? So part C, square rooting So sec x will equal 5, or sec x will equal minus 5. This one tells us that cos x is equal to 1/5, or this one tells us that cos x equals minus 1/5. And what we mean and when we say this, don't we? This is one solution, this is the other solution. So this one here, cos x equals minus 1/5, is what we had here in the first part, didn't we? So we can read off those two solutions, 1.78 and 4.51. 1.78 and 4.51 2dp above. This one here, let's just solve it then. CAST. Cos is positive here and here. Mark off the alpha, the associated acute angle, and write cos alpha as a fifth. Now we know what alpha is. By the above, alpha will equal 1.36 because it was exactly the same. 1.36 radians. So x is equal to then. The first solution will be around here, which is 1.36 radians. And the other solution will be x equals, it'll be right around to here, which is around 2 pi back 1.36, which equals 2 times pi minus 1.36, 4.92. And that's again to 2 dp on these solutions, radians. So our final solution set then, x is equal to 1.36, 1.78, 4.51, and 4.92 radians to 2 decimal places.